Welcome back, YouTube fam. This is another episode of Vital Wellness with Danielle. So for anyone who is new here, my name is Danielle and I'm a health and wellness coach. I help women and mothers reach their ultimate health and wellness goals, whether that's physical health, nutritional health, mental health, emotional health. Literally all health and wellness is what I do, and that is the kind of content that I produce and create on here to help you feel your best. So today we are going to be talking about breaking up with our phones. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to break up with your phone. So why do you need to break up with your phone? Well, if you didn't know, our phones have a lot of stressors on them. And that can go from whoever you're talking to on the phone with, whoever you're texting. That can be your emails. That can be what you're seeing on social media. Our phones can cause stress. Our phones can cause depression, anxiety, fear. They cause you to be less present, overstimulated. If you're on social media a lot of times we're just sitting here feeding ourselves with content, and you're overstimulating your brain, or you're seeing a bunch of what everyone else is doing. And sometimes that leads us to compare ourselves to others, depending on what type of content you are feeding yourself. If you look at your phone at first thing in the morning, say if somebody texts you with something that will stress you out, that immediately ruins your day. It causes, like I said, it causes us to be less present and in the moment. So if you're constantly in your phone, you're not paying attention to anyone or anything else that is going around you, and there's probably a whole lot more that you could be spending your time with that would be beneficial to you. So the first things first is I need you to ask yourself is, how much time are you spending on your phone? Now, most phones give you a report. I know iPhones do. I'm not sure about Androids, but I know you could look it up in there. Is most phones will show you a report of how much time you're actually spending on your phone, and it can show you like which app you spend the most time on. And I guarantee most of us are spending most of your time on social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I guarantee that is going to be your highest one. So that's the first question that you need to ask yourself. And so that kind of leads me to like, what are you looking at? What type of content are you consuming on your phone? Is your phone used for business? Is your phone just used for communication between you and your friends, your family, co-workers? Is it used for, the same thing, is it used for your business? Like for me, I'm mainly on my phone to help with my website, to help with this content right here. And I watch YouTube videos that have like inspirational people on there, or I watch and listen to podcasts that will help me grow. So also, like, if you're listening to a bunch of music, what kind of music are you listening to? That can ultimately like shape how you feel and your reality, versus depending on what you are consuming. And the next question I want you to ask yourself is, how are you feeling? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling sad, depressed, anxious, angry, fearful, not confident? Like, how are you feeling? And when you start looking at how present you are in your day and how much you are consuming time on your phone and not putting time into other things that would ultimately help you feel better, like, that can have a big effect on how you are feeling about the world, how you're feeling about everything else, everyone else, or even yourself, or just how things are going in your life. And also, taking time away from your phone could also help you save some money, because like our phones give us instant access to everything. Our phones give us instant access to endorphins. Our phones give us instant access to buy anything without thoroughly thinking about, hey, do I need this? So you're sitting here scrolling through social media and you see this great ad for this shirt, this clothes, this new device, anything, and you're just like, oh, I need that. And you don't think about whether you really need it or not. And here you go, click, buy, without really thinking about, do I really need that? Or is it just like the internet prying on me and making me feel like I do need that? So that's another great reason why it's important to, take time away from your phone. And not even just that, like, you become out of touch with reality. You become out of touch of what's going on around you, the people. Like, I've had plenty of conversations with where I'm sitting here trying to talk to somebody and they're just like on their phone the entire time. They're just like, huh, what do you say? So like, taking time away from your phone can also help your relationships with other people. You can have way better conversations, way better connections with people. So, like, really, it could help you a whole lot. And also, like, it could help your sleep as well. Because I know a lot of people, the first thing you do is probably grab that phone as soon as you wake up in the morning. And that is just gonna you probably get stuck in bed sitting here just scrolling, and then you're like, crap, I just lost so much time, and now you got to rush to get ready, get the kids ready, and now everybody is like anxious and on 10 and just maybe angry, or if you're running late to work, to school now, like your whole emotion and day is just ruined by all that. Also, like, the blue light filters in our phones are basically like daylight. It's like sunlight. So if you pick up that phone when you wake up in the middle of the night and that light hits your eyes, that's signaling to your body, hey, it's time to be awake right now. So your body can't go back to sleep. Or whatever you looked at on your phone has got this mind wondering and thinking about stuff that it doesn't need to be thinking about when you just need to be asleep. So that is just like a little bit of explanation as how you could benefit from breaking up with your phone. So step number 1 is set a screen time. Now, most of our phones have in the settings where you should be able to go to screen time and set a specific amount of screen time that you spend on your phone. And you can set it for certain apps. You can set it for all your social media apps. You can set it for your messages, your emails, your calls, your texts, whatever. I think most of us probably need to set it for our social media. But I could be wrong. It all depends on who you are and what your life is. So if you want to set it for your entire phone, that's great. Or you can just set it for certain apps. So that is tip number 1. So tip number 2 is put your phone on Do Not Disturb 30 minutes to 1 hour before you go to bed. Now, I know this could probably be difficult for some people, but I promise you it will help you so much, because during that time, you get time away from your phone, time away from stressors, and it allows your body to calm down and start to rest and understand that it's about to be sleep time. So whatever that you were filling your brain with, your brain is not going to be, it gives it time to, calm down and not worry about what that is. So hopefully that helps with your sleep, and you won't be constantly thinking about, what do I need to do tomorrow? Or what didn't I do today? Or who did I piss off today? Like, it helps calm that down so you could ultimately sleep better. So put your phone on Do Not Disturb 30 minutes to 1 hour before you go to bed, and 30 minutes to 1 hour after you wake up. And this will help obviously calm your brain down for before bedtime and help you sleep better. And this will also help you be able to feed into yourself. Fill your cup up before you fill anyone else's cup up. I like to tell people, and I know it's harder with kids, which kind of brings me back to another point. I know, like a lot of us probably have people that we take care of, or you have children that are at a different house sometimes. So, like, most of our phones have the option where you can set certain people that can call you while your phone is on Do Not Disturb, but other people can't. So, if that is your circumstance, I would do that as well. But also, like, if you know, wake up to taking care of your children or taking care of someone else, like that's great because that is what you're supposed to do. But you ultimately need to like pour into yourself first before you start pouring into other people. And because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else. Like, if you're not filling yourself up, you're going to just be drained and you're not going to be able to give everyone else your best self. So if you can, wake up 30 minutes to 1 hour before everyone else in your house is up, and find something that helps fill you up and makes you feel your best. So that's why I say, like, no phones 30 minutes to an hour when you first get up, like, because that time is very important to like set your day with success and happiness, and just set it off on the right tone so the rest of your day can be successful. So tip number 3 is, when you do go to bed, leave your phone in a different room. Now, a lot of you might be saying, Danielle, but I use my phone as my alarm clock. Now, that's fine. If you put your phone on Do Not Disturb and you have the self-control, when your phone goes off for your alarm clock, turn that alarm clock off and don't be looking through your messages. Don't be scrolling through social media. So, like, you have to have very good self-control when you do this. But if you don't, I advise that you get yourself an alarm clock. Like, that's the next best thing, because if you don't feel like you have self-control over this yet, get an alarm clock, and that way you can wake up. I think the benefits from leaving your phone in another room is so you are not tempted to look at when you wake up in the middle of the night, and you're not tempted to look at it first thing in the morning when you wake up. So yeah, get your alarm clock, because that's what I do. Tip number 4. When you are at work, or if you are at a friend's house, or if you are just like in the presence of your family, your children, anything like that, I advise that you put your phone in your purse, in your backpack, in a drawer, or off in another room. That way you are not tempted to look at it, and you can be focused on whatever it is that you are focused on at that time. Whatever task you need to be getting done, you are not tempted to go just start scrolling, because when you start scrolling on social media, you get stuck or getting caught up in a conversation with somebody else, and then you lose track of time of whatever else that you were doing. Or like I said, when you are with family or friends or your children, you're not tempted to be stuck in your phone and not be present with them. Like, when you are present with them, your relationships and your connections can be so much more fruitful and fulfilling for your life. This is tip number 5. So give yourself set times throughout your day to look at your phone, to go through your social media, to look at your emails, to have a texting session with one of your friends or family members, or to make phone calls. That way, like, you're not depriving yourself of this. Like, balance is key. Moderation is key. Like, our phones do have great benefits, but when you overconsume, that's when they start to cause problems. So get yourself, or set yourself up for set times just throughout the day to have a scrolling session on TikTok, Instagram, talk to your friends, check your emails, whatever. Set that up for yourself, and that way you won't feel like you're depriving yourself of anything. So that is it for today on my tips on how to break up with your phone. I hope you guys enjoy it, because I told you guys that I was going to start giving you monthly challenges that are going to ultimately help you grow, feel better, be healthy, mentally, physically, everything. So this is my challenge for the month, is for you guys to break up with your phones. So you guys have no choice. You do. But If you guys do start this challenge, let me know how it's going. Let me know if there's anything that you're struggling with, and I will do my best to help you overcome that struggle. And if you do the challenge and you succeed, tell me how you feel afterwards. Tell me what you were able to do with that extra time. Tell me what you were able to get done, or what has it helped with, if it has helped with anything, or if it's made anything worse. But I don't think it's going to make anything worse. But yes, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you all, and thank you for showing up.